Hey everyone, welcome back to Ragtag Stacking. In today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about stacking some silver and gold and also putting away some cash. So I'm going to start with silver. That's primarily what I've been stacking on this channel. And I do like to pick up different types of silver. I do know that there are some stackers that are specific, like very, very specific. Some people will only pick up these American Silver Eagles. Well, I do know that other people, they don't go just for the Eagles, but they don't touch any of the generic stuff. Showed you the American Silver Eagle. This one is the Maple Leaf. I am Canadian. I live up in Canada, in Toronto. So this is the sovereign nation coin for the country that I live in. I have a tube of the 2020s, and when the premiums get a little bit more, manageable, I am going to be looking to pick up some 2021s and getting that tube started. But like I said, the premiums have been a little bit high. I haven't been doing that as much as I'd like to. But when I have been picking up silver, it's not just the coins like some people. I will pick up generic rounds and bars like this one here. This is a Johnson Matthey bar. I really, really like the looks of these, and I would like to get it in different sizes. As you can see, this one is just 1 ounce. That's just an adhesive sticking on to the plastic itself. It's not on the coin. But I do like getting the generic rounds, the generic bars. And here's a generic round. This is from TD Precious Metals. It's a nice chunky 2 ounce. I do have a couple of the 1 ounce rounds as well, but they're buried in a tube. So I have this one to show. So a good reason, and a reason why a lot of people get into stacking, is as a hedge against inflation. The dollars that you have in your bank account in your pocket, they can be inflated. Like you can see, it's not as simple as snapping their fingers. It's a little bit more to that, but it basically works like snapping your fingers, and then you can just get trillions and trillions of dollars printed. It's not the case with the silver, because this stuff has to be mined, and not every single ounce that is pulled out of the earth and mined goes to making these silver bullion coins. In fact, quite a little actually goes to it. Not a lot, the percentage-wise goes to it. The biggest percentage is with the industrial usage. That's where the majority of the silver goes. Yeah, people like to put their money into precious metals because it does hedge against that inflation that affects the currency that they have. And with this metal, it's a finite material, and thus it can't be inflated. So that's another reason why people like to stack silver. And another reason why people like to get into stacking silver is the price. We all know that gold is a lot more expensive than silver. And I'm not saying that this stuff is cheap, but comparatively to gold and platinum and stuff like that, it is the cheaper metal to get into. So you will be seeing prices that are a little bit more budget friendly if you're first getting into it and you find that you don't have a lot of money to get started. Then silver will allow you to pick up your precious metals without breaking the bank and without a massive budget. So obviously, yes, silver is a better entry point if you're not working with a huge budget and you're wanting to pick up metals. Silver definitely is a good entry point in getting your foot in the door. But you'll notice very quickly that this stuff takes up a lot of space. You know what I mean? It's not as dense as something like gold. So that's something you have to consider is, you'll be noticing that once you get up to, 100 ounces, 150, 200 ounces, that, this stuff definitely leaves a footprint. And that's one thing you have to consider is where you're going to be storing it and all the space for your silver stack. So you just have to remember, and as I said, when you start picking up silver, you'll notice that, wow, this is 10 ounces of coins, this is 10 ounces of bars. You'll be able to see, just how much room that's going to take up once you get into the, hundreds of ounces. So just keep that in mind. But as I said in the beginning, I'm primarily stacking silver on this channel, but with the premiums the way they have been going, I have been turning to picking up some fractional gold. And I've been really liking the pieces I've been picking up lately. This is the 2021 Kangaroo, the fractional Kangaroo from the Perth Mint. And I do have another one of the Kangaroos. I order these in the, they call them the random year. This is the 2019. It's been the lowest price on silver gold bull for a long time. I think that the 1/4 ounce currently is out of stock. So if you're going to be going there, you might have to wait a little bit until they get some in stock. But you know, you can pick up other things like the maple leaf here. This one I believe is the 2020. I have a 2020 and a 2021 of these 1/4 ounce ones. And so yeah, definitely comparing, you can see that this is a 1/4 ounce of gold compared to 1 ounce of silver. Obviously the size is, you know, it's a lot denser, it's a lot more efficient to stack. So if you do have a budget that allows you to pick up some gold, as I said, my budget is allowing me to be picking up these 1/4 ounce coins every now and then. But with the fractional gold, they do come with a higher premium, and the bigger the coin that you get, like I said, these are 1/4 ounce. If you were to go for a 1/4 ounce, if you were to go for a 1/2 ounce coin, then you'd be paying less of a premium on it. And you know, obviously this one is smaller than these 1/4 ounce ones. This one is a 1/10 ounce maple leaf. So the premium on the 1/10 ounce is going to be more than the premium on these 1/4 ounces. So the bigger your budget and the more gold you can get per purchase, like the bigger the amount you can get, the more you will be saving on the premiums when you're buying. And yeah, gold is a lot more, like I said, it's more efficient, more dense, and it's a lot less volatile than silver is. And you know, a lot of people like to have that as their safe haven, putting the majority of their fiat currency into gold. So if you're worried about the premiums being a little bit more in the 1/10 ounce and the 1/4 ounce, then you can save up a little bit more. And if your budget allows for it, you can get, you know, a bigger piece, like a 1/2 ounce or even the full ounce coin. For me, I'm working my way up. I'm putting some cash aside to get some gold, but I would like to get the 1/2 ounce and the 1 ounce version of this Britannia, this 2021 Britannia. I love the look of this coin, and I have the 1/4 and the 1/10 ounce already. So I would, like I said, I would love to get the other sizes there with the 1/2 ounce and the 1 ounce. So I do know that there's different taxes in different states down in America, and I don't know all of those offhand. But up here in Canada, one of the big things is that we have to pay gold on anything that is not pure gold. So let me just show you here. This is a 2 pesos, and I know it's in a terrible capsule. This is a 13mm coin, and I put it in a 14mm capsule, so it shakes around a lot. But I'm just using this as the example of something that's a 90% pure coin. This is a 90% 2 pesos. So I wanted to get at least one of these, and I saw it for a good price on eBay. So I picked one up. Obviously, I had to eat the taxes on it. But this is different than, say, this 1/10 ounce Devil's Brigade 4/9 fine coin, and that is the difference there. This is the pure 4/9, and this is 90%. So on the pure gold, we don't pay any taxes up here, but on the stuff that isn't, you don't. So unfortunately, as much as I would like to, I'm not going to be picking up any of the gold eagles, the American gold eagles. It just doesn't make sense for me to pick up those because they are the 22 karat as opposed to the 24, so it's not pure, and you'll be paying those taxes on top of it. So I do want to pick up at least a 1/10 ounce and a 1/4 ounce gold eagle, but I wouldn't be, you know, considering that to be something I would want to stack, like the maples and the kangaroos and even the Britannias up here. Those seem to be the best priced gold up here in Canada. So those are the options I'm going with, the maples, the Britannias, and the kangaroos. Compared to the maple is actually pretty close to the gold eagle price. You're just not paying the tax on it. The kangaroo is by far the best price up here, and then the Britannia sits in the middle between the maple and the kangaroo. So to have 3 viable stacking options for fractional gold, and like I said previously, I do want to pick up at least one of those American gold eagles, but I'm not going to be looking to stack those. So yeah, the third thing that I want to talk about, and like it says in the title, and I mentioned at the beginning, is cash. Now my cash stack is a little depleted now. I needed to get some work done on my car, a little bit of engine work, and it was a little over $1,200. So I do have, I think it's 140 I have left in the stack here, and this is what I have left. And I do like to pick up cash whenever I can, especially like at the grocery store, stuff like that. So yeah, up in Toronto, there's still a lot of restrictions and a lot of closures and a lot of just, curbside pickup stuff. So we've just been, ordering online and just having it delivered to the house just to avoid the hassle and avoid people fighting for stuff, because stuff's still going crazy in Toronto right now. So not going to too many stores, but what I did like to do when I was going to a lot of stores is anytime I was at the cashier, I'd just get some cash back and everything like that to avoid any ATM fees if I wasn't close to my bank machine. But it's good for me up in Canada to have the some cash on hand, because I don't consider myself a prepper, but we do have some pretty bad winters up here sometimes. And if the power goes out and you can't use any of the electronic systems for your debit card or your credit card and things like that, and say you need to get some gas for a generator or things like that, cash is a good thing to have on hand. Also, if you just slowly just put some cash away in this and that, there might be a buying opportunity for precious metals. If you're on Instagram or YouTube and there's someone in your area that's looking to unload some silver, say at spot price, you don't just want to run out to the bank and grab some cash. Say you've already used your budget and you've been ordering it from the online bullion dealers, or you've just been going to the LCS. Say you've used up your budget, but you can't really turn down this opportunity. Well, that's why you have this little bit of cash that you've been squirreling away off to the side, so that you can you can take advantage of it, take the cash, and take advantage of a situation you wouldn't have been able to before. So yeah, if you have some cash saved up in that scenario, you'll be able to dip into that rather than going into your bank account or your savings account and taking cash away that is needed for a bill payment or something like that. If you've been slowly squirreling away cash and then a good buying opportunity comes up where this extra cash can benefit you, then you'll be able to take advantage of that. And as much as I say, it's stacking precious metals and this and that is a good way to hedge against inflation, things aren't going to change overnight. You know what I mean? Fiat currency is still going to be around for a long time. You're still going to need to use it in your day-to-day life. And just having some in reserve on hand is always a good practice to have. So those are the three things that I have been stacking: is the silver, gold, and I don't talk about it much on this channel, but cash. I do try to put away as much cash as I can. So let me know what you guys do, if you have any cash on hand, or if you like to go cashless, you don't want to have anything. You try to move as much currency, as much as your fiat currency, into precious metals as you can. Or if you just have a nice bank account, you have your savings account, you leave it there. You don't like having money on hand or cash on hand. I do know some people that are like that. But let me know in the comments what you're like, how you're stacking, if you do incorporate all these three things to stack, or if you're just going with silver, just going with gold, and haven't met too many people that are just stacking cash. But anyways, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you come back for the next one. Thank you.